Welcome everybody to Mila's Budgeting, where I show you my budgeting journey using cash stuffings and saving challenges. So today is a no nails type of day. Why? Because I am working on my daughter's birthday. If you all saw my last video, or last few videos, I have been putting money away every single paycheck except last one, in order to accommodate my daughter's birthday and pay for things. So today I'm actually working on the backyard only. Like I give myself one thing per day in terms of preparing for the birthday, and then today's like the first day of my vacation, so that is absolutely exciting. Tomorrow I will be working. Today's Sunday, so tomorrow I will be working on that cake and starting every single day working on a portion of the cake. I'm only in charge of salads and like green salads and fruit platter, like just having fruits all around. Everybody else is in charge of the food. So I'm ordering food from the restaurant. My mom is cooking. My my mother-in-law is cooking. My sister-in-law is cooking. So everybody's kind of like helping me out in terms of the food area. But the decorations, I have them all. And actually the decorations is what I'm going to be writing in this one. So I'm going to talk to you about what happened. Why was I not able to provide, like, cashed off my sinking funds using the second paycheck of September? So the first, let me just write loans. I don't know. The last 2 months I've basically, let me see if that looks right. Okay, I hope you guys can all see it. So the last 2 months have just been, it's mostly spontaneous. Like, just I didn't think anything through. I just needed it and I got it, and then later on I would figure out, okay, I'll use this and I'll pay it using that and change this around. But basically I got a camera from Amazon. Oh, before that, I got an Amazon store credit card. Or is it? I don't know if it's a credit card, but it's a store card. And basically, I use all my purchases for Amazon. I put them in there, and you get cash back. You get 5% cash back. I get 5% cash back on every purchase. So sometimes I'll pay for something like for $10, and then I'll get like 60 cents in change. So I got the camera, and the camera was $740. Let me just adjust it. Okay. So it was $740. Like obviously I didn't have any loans. I didn't owe anything. I was like, sure, I'll use the 12 months, no interest. That is it 12 months? I think they gave me 12 months for it. So, and I have my little calculator here as well. So basically, I know the camera's too front, but basically 740 divided by 12, it's $62. So I was like, okay, I'll just pay $62 a month. But my plan was to do 50 a paycheck to pay it down faster. And everything was good, and then after that, that's when the air condition, had to get fixed. So first I got a loan. My loan was $3,500. My fiance used his savings account for $3,500, and we had to pay $7,000. Even though I have like 5 figures in my savings account, saving since the time that I got debt free. I got debt free in January of 2021. So I've been putting very little bit amounts every single paycheck. And even like if I had money left over before I got paid, I would throw that into a savings account. And it really, really grew, especially with the with the tax refund, like it really bumped it up as well. So I always try to put money in my savings account, and it actually grew to 5 figures. Like I was shocked, but I didn't want to use it because I really wanted to use it for like a bigger emergency. So I was like, let me just, take it, put it on a loan, a credit card. So that was fine, okay, I have this and I have this. Boom. So you all know that I started with the baby's birthday kind of late. Well, it was kind of early because I started like around the end of August. So so what I did is I also used the Amazon credit card, store card, I don't know. But I did use Amazon, and I bought all the babies, decorations, everything, hanging swirls, backdrops, photo props, confetti, whatever, everything that's related to Minnie Mouse. I went ham. And in addition to that, I was like, I've always wanted my kids, like I need them to, they have too much energy. One is, baby, obviously the baby's gonna be 2. And then, wait, the baby's trying to wake up. Let me go check on her. Yeah, she tried to wake up. No, sweetie. 5 in the morning is the only time I have to make these videos. Anyways, so I started with the baby's birthday, and everything came out to like 800. I don't know. I thought Amazon was cheaper and like more affordable, but they're going up in prices too. So everything came out. So I was like, okay, let me put it in the cart and just walk away. So I took my time, like I'll take my time, go to work, do everything normal, and then go back to the cart to see what I don't need. And then I'll do like a rough draft and try to delete basically what I could do without, what can I DIY with things that I already have in my office, like stuff, because I love DIY stuff. I absolutely do. And so I was like, okay. And then after that, everything came out to $635. This is including the trampoline that I bought. So I got everything, obviously 12 months. So we're doing $635 divided by 12 months. And it was $53 a month. But obviously I'm doing 50 a paycheck to pay it fast. So, I have these things. So later on, and then also I used PayPal. So I have PayPal, and I love it for big purchases. So sometimes they give offering that if you pay anything over $100, it's gonna be 6 months to pay it off. And I don't really know, because they gave me like weird they told me that they don't do this anymore, that it depends on a merchant. So if you pay something that is more than, I don't know, it was 500 or 1,000, but it was more than a certain amount, that they'll give you 12 months of interest. But then we're gonna see later on, I bought something and it was actually 6 months, even though it was over 1,000. But I'll talk about it later. But I basically just use PayPal to buy parts. Remember, I have to do for my cart maintenance fund. I only had like $200. I needed to pay for parts, for Honda parts, and that was just $200, $205 extra. So I'm gonna use the $200 to pay for labor, which is what I have in my car maintenance fund, and then I basically just use my paycheck to pay this off. So this is where I was doing good. You see, small numbers, boom, boom. This one was like a credit card basically, but I had 6 months to pay it off, and this one I just paid it off with my credit my paycheck. So where are the big guns? Okay. So my aunt had told me, well, actually it's my fiance's aunt, but it's my aunt now. She was like, oh, we're going to Mexico in December. and we're doing like a family group type of trip. And I was like, oh my God, I really want to go, but I don't have money. And then she mentioned it. This was January of this year. And then she mentioned it again a few months later. And then she mentioned it again. And I'm like, dude, I've never been to Mexico. And I love traveling. And that's the reason why I was in debt before. But I love traveling, but I don't have like 3 grand available to, not including my savings account because I don't want to touch that. To me, that's the 3 to 6 months expenses that you're supposed to have, you know? So she was like, oh, we're going to Mexico. And I'm like, oh, I don't have money right now. It's going to be a lot of money. It's going to be $1,000. And then she mentioned it like a fourth time. And I was like, you know what? F this. I'm out. So very spontaneous. I used the PayPal as well. And everything came out to $23.30. And I was like, okay, I'm happy. I'm going. We got this. Let's go. Ouch. Ouch. This hurts. But I'm so excited. Oh my God. Okay. So I was like, okay, I can do this. Now I gotta fix it because I thought this was a 12 months no interest because I thought that, I've had PayPal since 2012 and I've always like used them for things that are like above 1,000. And when I saw that this actual purchase, JetBlue, what they did is that they divide this into 4. So it was 4 separate tickets. I didn't even know that they were doing that. They divided into 4. So now each of the 4 is 6 months, no interest. I'm like, yo, I can't pay basically all of this in 6 months. And I'm like, so I called them yesterday. So today's Sunday. So I'm going to call. They said that they will give me back an answer by mail. But I called them like, hey, I actually made one purchase. So, can you make it 12 months? Because, I'd rather pay that than to pay 6 months of this. So, right now, it's supposed to be $194 a month. Or in my real life, trying to pay things off, it's $190 paycheck. So, I went and since I have this, I was like, you know what? F this. I went into my savings account, pay this whole thing off, sorry. So this is paid. I went, this one I'm still paying. And I also went into my savings account and paid this thing off. For this one, what I did is, not my savings account, I took from the emergency fund, I took $200 this is from the binder. From the savings, and you'll see it in the next sinking funds, I took $300. And then I took from my paycheck, I took $50 because this one, I think it was like the beginning of August. So I was already putting payments. Even things, if I had like rollover money, I put it in there as well. So I only owed like $550 left. So I just basically took money from my binder, $50 from my paycheck, and just paid it off. So this one is paid off, this one is paid off, and this one was already paid off my paycheck. So right now, this one, I think oh my God, you guys didn't see any of that? Oh, so yeah, I took $200 from my emergency fund, $300 from my savings, my paycheck $50, because even though I owed this amount, I only had this much left by the time that it was September. Because I did this one like early August, like late July or early August. So I only owed this amount, so I took it from my binder and I paid it off. So this one is paid off, this one is paid off, and this one is paid off. So right now, as of today, Sunday, I have this amount, to pay and this amount to pay. Now, y'all know that I'm getting married. Let me just, because I'm right-handed. So y'all know that I'm getting married. So I started doing my research and finding out what vendors we needed to have. So, and you also know that I'm doing my 100 envelope challenge. I'm doing my, I'm forgetting it. I'm doing, my multiplier savings and roll of dice challenge. So I'm obviously I'm using that for my wedding. However, I'm not done with that challenge. So how can I pay people if I haven't finished the challenge yet? So that's how I knew, all right, I had to get on a new loan. So now, mind you, this one is a rollover credit card. So it's an actual credit card, and anytime that you make big purchases, they give you the 6 months off. So I used it here. The Amazon is also a store card that you can, any big purchases, you get to have financing. And this one as well. This one was my savings, and this one was for my paycheck. So technically, this one is the real loan that I actually had to apply for, that I actually had to use my credit score for. So from Lightstream, I actually got a loan. So what was my budget? I really had to do this. I really had to think about everything that involves like a wedding and everything that needs to be purchased. I really had to think what was my limit. And me and my fiance, we talked about it, and we were like, listen, less than 10,000. So anything more than 10,000 is unacceptable. We are trying to remodel this house. We're trying to fix, like, for example, the walkway. We're trying to make a bigger driveway. We're trying to just do a lot, especially we're trying to get a new tool shed as well. And that's a good $2,000 to $3,000. We're trying to get a bigger tank for the boiler and stuff like that. So we have other plans with our money. So, that's why we said no more than 10,000. Does it have to be 10,000? No. Would I like for it to be 5,000? Yes. So, because we have other plans and we don't want to waste so much money in one day. So I was like, okay, what's a good number? So my number right now is between 5 and 9. I'm hoping, I know 5 is unreasonable because of the what we're doing. So I just decided to get the highest amount that I'm comfortable with, hoping that I waste or spend less than that, So I got a $9,000 loan. Right now the minimum payment is $180 because I have it for 72 months. What? Sorry, 72 months. And the reason why I got this, and mind you, I haven't spent it yet. I just only spent like $250 because I had to put a deposit down for the photographer. But what I did is that this loan, I basically just put in a savings account, and anytime I have to pay somebody, why? Because I can't use the 100 envelope challenge now. So, because I'm not done with it, I'm only halfway. And even though it's 5,000, this is 4,000, I was going to continue, even though you're supposed to stop at 5,000, I was going to continue until I get like 10,000 probably, and then pay this off. But reason why I got this, and like I said, I didn't spend it, only $250, is because I just needed money available to pay people. I don't want to put things on my credit card and then have to figure out how to pay it the next month. So I just want to have accessible money to pay it. Can I absolutely just pay this off with the money that's in the savings account? Where like this went into my savings account, so I can pay it back right now. Yes. Do I also want to have money available to pay vendors and to pay for things now? Yes. This is less than a year left, so I need to have accessible money to pay people. So yeah, that's what happened. So now I have to, for the next paycheck in October, we're doing $194 a month. Then we're doing $190, and then we're doing the $50 a paycheck for the birthday, which I think I have like $400 left. And that one, I feel like I can pay it using my savings account. These two, I cannot. I will not pay it with my savings account. Or this one, pay it because I need it right now. So right now we have 5, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So right now we have $435 going away to pay basically these two things. Let me see. What am I doing? Sorry. 180 and 190. Right? Okay. So 370 is basically coming out of my paycheck right now to pay for, because this one, sorry, I just made a decision to pay this off. Yep, it's only $400. It's fine. I'll replenish my savings account. But these two I cannot pay. So technically, this is how much I'm supposed to be paying. But obviously, this amount of money, I'm using this funds to pay this. Just to have it done. So what does this mean? This means that I'm putting less money, less into sinking funds, unless I do overtime. And I've asked for overtime twice, and they told me no because it's not the summer anymore. And I'm like, no. But it also means that I have to. This is the wedding, sorry. So what does this mean? I have to do the savings challenges. This is a must. This is a must. I have to do it. I have to do overtime, because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to afford putting money into the sinking funds now. But, yeah, this is the atrocity that just happened the last 2 months. But yeah, like this month, I think probably today, I'll just take the money out and pay the last 400. Ooh, the last 400 for, because, this one I have the money, so it's better to just take it out and then just focus on the big boys here. But like I said, this money, I still have it. I have not spent all of it. I just have it sitting in a savings account, and then whenever payment is due, I take money out of here and pay it. But the less money that comes out of here to pay itself, the more money I have to put in my savings challenge. But yeah, this is let me just back up. This is my mess that I created, that that is very spontaneous, and this also means that this also means that I gotta put more in my vacation fund. So that definitely means more overtime, second job, or something extra, sell things, So now this is where everything, because I don't want to use my savings account. What can we do besides that? If I have to, I'll do it. I'll use my savings account. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Have you guys gone through this before? Like, where things are just so crazy. Oh my god, this is 24 minutes. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me know what you guys have gone through before. Have you ever done this before? Has this ever happened to you where it's just like, oh my god, I need to make a big purchase, and now it just messed up my whole budget, and not messed up, just change things around. And then let me know what you guys think below, comment below, and like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next savings challenges. Ooh.